Guthrie Parks Board for Thursday, November 17th, 2016 is called to order at 6:30. Please stay present if you are here. Elise Ellis.
Here.
Van Cordray.
Here.
Zach Colorio, I'm here. DeAndre Jones. Jennifer Rawson. Oh, we have quorum.
Yes.
I guess the second item on the agenda is the approval of minutes from the September 15th Parks Board meeting. Has everyone had a chance to look over the minutes? And if so,
A motion.
motion to approve. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
All right, the motion passes.
Now you vote on it.
Oh, vote on, sorry. All those in favor of approving the minutes, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? No. Okay, it passes. Okay, the next item on the agenda, discussion and consideration of the list of improvements for the disc golf course.
The city council has been discussing and working up the capital improvements for the city and taking into consideration the 3/4 inch sales tax that went into effect, and the disc golf course has been pretty high on the list since we opened it. It's become quite a place to be, apparently. I understand it's getting a lot of use, and these are some items that will enhance the course itself. If we put in a kiosk map at the beginning of the course, we've already got 8 trash cans. They came in today, in fact, and they're the really nice ones that the Oklahoma Department of Corrections make.
Okay.
And then we will be ordering the 8 benches probably in the next week or so, because their website was down for a period of time. They were getting the new price sheets and everything worked up on it, and so we'll be ordering the benches. I don't know too much about the practice baskets, but
We have it at the complex. I'm gonna pick it up tomorrow.
Okay. And then we'll still be doing some dirt work and drainage work out there, planting grass, you know, in the spring, and making sure that we've got trees where they need to be. And they particularly asked for an elevated basket at hole number 8, which is over by the Girl Scout cabinet, I believe. And then, of course, landscaping around the tee pads, and then we'll be adding tee signs. Some of that is what we'll be able to do as a city. I was talking to a street department today, and the superintendent said that all we needed to do was purchase one of those laser light measurement things,
Yep.
and we can do the tees that way, and then we can have the signs made. The other thing that came about late this afternoon that I hadn't known anything about was Kiwanis asked about doing some sponsorship for disc golf. I told Andrea we never turn down sponsorships. So I told her that if they were interested in, or anybody else for that matter, is interested in sponsoring something for the disc golf, on the benches, they have a little insert in the back of the bench that we were going to put City of Guthrie on. But if somebody sponsors a bench, and they're around $300, a little over $300 a bench, we would put sponsored by that organization or person or whomever. So that was a good thing. And then on this elevated golf tee, if somebody cared to sponsor that, we would certainly put a plaque with our name on it on that.
Instead of being called the elevated one,
Yes.
it would be called the Kiwanis
Yes.
basket.
Or whomever. And I told Andrea about that to let the Kiwanis Club know that too. So I think that's a really good idea, and that's kind of where we are on all of that. And as far as the kiosk, this is just a sample. We could do something this simple, or you can make it as nice and as fancy as you wanted to, I guess, as long as you've got the funds to do it with. And so that's something we'll be looking at also.
Well, it sounds like as popular as it is, we ought to go all out. You know,
Well, everybody says it's the best one in the state.
That's
Fantastic.
wonderful.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah, I've played at quite a few, and I'm blown away by it. So,
Yeah.
but I'm not, I know they have professional
I know,
golfers and
I know.
everything, so I'm not one of those, but I've definitely played multiple courses in smaller towns and in,
Yeah.
even in the city, and it's just an amazing
Well,
course.
they're really hoping that this will bring people to our, so I think it's a great deal.
Very nice.
It's nice to go over there and see these little baskets hanging around, even though I don't know how to throw a frisbee. But anyway, you will need to act on that.
Okay. Well, I guess do I hear a motion to approve the list of improvements?
Go ahead.
I'll make the motion to
Okay.
approve it.
And I'll be happy to second it.
Okay, we've got a
Alright.
motion and a second to approve it. All in favor of passing this list of improvements for the disc golf course, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
So it passes unanimously.
Great.
All right. Next item would be discussion of a ribbon cutting ceremony at the disc golf course on November 29th, 2016 at 11 a.m.
They plan to do this, I guess, with the Chamber of Commerce, the city in conjunction with them, to kind of get this thing really rolling. And they plan to have food trucks there, so I think it's gonna be a pretty big deal. So this is not something you have to act on, it's just something I want you to make sure that we talked about at the same time we did that. So
Great.
anybody that can be there, that would be great.
On a Tuesday?
It's on a Tuesday.
Okay.
Tuesday after
I'll try.
Thanksgiving.
I'll be happy to try.
Yeah,
Right.
I didn't set the time.
Yeah, that's correct.
I didn't set the time.
Hi,
so-
How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. I'm sorry I'm late.
No worries.
That's Tuesday, the Tuesday after Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah.
I heard
It's the
I'm fine, thank
29th,
you.
whatever day that is.
Yeah. Tuesday after Thanksgiving, so it's Tuesday.
it. Okay.
Or a week
A week from Tuesday.
From Tuesday.
Sounds fantastic. I'll try it on
Yeah. Great. Okay. And next item, discussion and consideration of playground improvements at the city parks.
This will not be coming out of CIP. We want to do some additions, is that what it is? I'll let you talk about it. It's gonna come out of hotel motel tax under park improvements. And I'll let Blue talk a little about it. He knows more about it than I do.
All right, what we're doing, we're working on to get a new basketball court. We're working to,
No, that's not. This is for the playground equipment, the events.
okay.
We were gonna add some,
We talked about adding a playground event,
yeah,
hoping to go into Highland Park to extend the playground that we have there. That will be ADA accessible, with a walkway to start linking to the playground where it's accessible for everybody. We got prices from $50,000 to $120,000.
yeah, but, I don't know how much we'll be able
Right.
to, we're gonna start small and probably, add to some of the, well, like the one at Mineral Wells and, and the one at Highland is the one that they want to do the ADA compliant thing. But I'm not sure just how we will be able to, how much we'll be able to fund for that. Some of those will get pretty pricey. But we do want to be able to put some new things in for the children to play, and I know nothing has been done on any of the playground events since about
2000.
2000, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's been a long time. They have held up very well, but we need some new things.
May I ask, what kind of grants have been looked at?
Well, we've looked at grants. I don't know if he's looked at any particularly for playground equipment, but we're open to anything anybody can find.
Well, here's why I say this. I work at the Pollard Theater. I'm the box office manager there, and we use GrantStation, and I'm also a member of the Center for Nonprofits. I actually just came from the United Way awards banquet. And so there's an opportunity there of, if you know how to look for grants, and if you know how to write for grants, there's funding available. There really is.
Well, if you would take it upon yourself to find some for me, I'd be more than happy to. Right now, I'm in the middle of writing 2 or 3 grants that right now, you know, so I haven't had a chance to look into any park grants.
I would love to. This is what I do for a living. So,
Good.
Yeah. I don't know if you know Van French. Sherry
Yeah, I know
French was
Van,
on.
and I know
you know,
Sherry.
I
worked with Sherry for 7 years.
Oh, Sherry's wonderful. As a matter of fact, I have something that was something close to her heart as well.
The skateboard park.
Yes, I am. Yes, I have some grant opportunities there. But anyway, we, like I said, have vast resources to look for different grants.
And we will probably put another event in the skateboard park with some of this money.
Okay.
We don't have a big pool of money out of our hotel motel
Yes.
tax, but we have a little bit that we'll be able to do some things with. And
That'd be wonderful.
this is what we wanted to do, was to add to some of the playground equipment to enhance it a little bit.
For the ADA?
Well, we're hoping for some of the ADA, if we can.
Well, I
Get that
know
done.
at the Pollard, we're not, we don't have to be compliant, we're grandfathered in, but we are ADA compliant by
Yes.
choice.
Oh,
Because,
yes.
you know, and again, especially if you look at Historical Society grants and as well, there's funding there available to be ADA compliant. So it's just, to look for grants is an art within itself.
Oh, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is.
So, to be able to find the funding is the key. So if I can help in
Right.
any way, I will, absolutely.
Right.
Great.
I will let you all know that I am working on a grant for the wildlife, for Liberty Lake, for for restrooms and showers out there. I am in the middle of doing that.
Also
And-
paving the road?
Yes, yes.
Oh, wow.
He called me back, you know, he checked on that, Keith did, and he
Yeah.
called me back and he said that the director told him there was money and for me to put that in there. And so I'm working on it.
Sweet.
Very good.
Yeah,
Very
it's
close.
quite, it'll be wonderful if we can get that.
Oh,
Yeah.
So, yes, we are working on that, and so let's make a note to be sure
Okay.
and check ADA compliance. Now, do the ADA, and forgive me, I have not got into that very much. That's something Shelby helped you work on, and so I have not had a chance to really review those. But I know you can have a total ADA compliant park where the wheelchairs can go up on the platform, but is there additions that you can do that are a little less elaborate, I guess I could
Yes.
say?
Yes,
Okay, so that's what you're looking at?
yes.
Okay, all right, I'll leave it in your hands.
That's great.
That's good, that's good. You want to act on that, please?
Yes, yeah. Okay, so do I hear a motion to, I guess, approve the playground improvements at the city parks?
Go for it.
Do I hear a motion?
A motion.
Yes, I
Okay,
second.
and then there's a second. So all in favor of approving the playground improvements for the city parks, please say aye. Aye. Okay, so no one is opposed, so it passes unanimously. On to the next item. Discussion and consideration of the addition of a splash pad in an established city park or city-owned property.
This is one of the items that was, I guess you'd say, to the top of the list on the survey for youth activities in town. I'm not sure exactly where it fell, but it's one of those things that they feel like that if we do this, it will really enhance the activities for the kids in summertime.
This is why I got on board.
For the splash pad?
Well, no, not for the splash pad, but for all of the activities for the kids after school. I mean, you have to have a variance of activities because you're dealing with different types of kids that want different things and they need activities.
Yes.
I hate seeing them walk downtown aimlessly. So
Right.
I agree.
This is one of the things.
Yeah.
Right now, we're not sure exactly where it will go. The city will be getting the property over on Banner, where Banner School is. That will be going to the city. As soon as we get it legally, we will be knocking the rest of that
It needs to go.
rubble down and taking care of it and clearing it off.
The stage? Not.
No.
Oh, okay.
Banner
Okay.
School.
Because
Up
high
on
school
11th
uses it for the
Street.
musicals.
On 11th Street.
Okay.
What stage?
Banner High School stage. I just heard Banner, and I work.
No.
Okay. No, I work with Bill Paring, and I heard Banner. Sorry, never
Are
mind.
you thinking of favor?
You're talking about favor.
I'm talking about favor. Yes. Oh my goodness. I'm so
yeah.
sorry. Ignore me.
It's the one school that burned down.
Good,
and
okay.
The owner abandoned it.
I
Anyway,
understand.
when the new bridge is put in, we're gonna have wonderful sidewalks, so it will be very walkable to that area over there. It's,
1 street north of
it'll enhance the neighborhood.
like 12th Street.
It will be, it's also got water and sewer. We've talked about it now, I don't know how far, what exactly they want to do, but we wanted to bring this to you, but I suggested when they were talking about it last night that when we do the splash pad, we also incorporate a restroom in with it, so there'll be restroom facilities over there too. So if this is the way they go for the Banner School possibility, there's a lot of pluses.
Yeah, there's a lot of land.
Yeah, and there's some land and.
Are there any other sites that they were considering where to?
Well,
put
we
that?
talked about Mineral Wells, but Mineral Wells is a historic park, so you cannot put things in that historic park that have bright colors and
Sure.
real,
Yeah, sure.
it has to stay with the more muted, historical colors. It was brought up at one time to put it at Highland, but Highland's getting so full. Highland is full, the parking would be an issue. So,
That's true.
help me out here,
That's
please.
true.
I have a question.
Yes.
A few meetings ago, we talked about, the whole pool, splash pad, everything, and I know that we approved it to go to the council, and
They
they.
fixed it.
Well, they approved it and then they nixed it. So, and we were told at that meeting that there was money for the pool and the splash pad, and it was already set aside for both, and now where's all
money?
that money?
Well,
Yeah.
these were things that Mr. Johnson had asked for. I won't get into that
Okay.
because I'm not privy to what he told the council and all. And so the council, and they did not agree that it was a good thing right now to spend that kind of money.
Well, it was the
But when
excavation
we
that they
need-
said.
When we
it
need
was
a
for that.
ladder truck and the police cars are dying and we need money elsewhere. So what they did, they checked to see if they could legally use that money in other areas, and they can. And so what they'd like to do is hold off on the pool for at least 3 years maybe, because we just put new mechanics in the pool house. We just renovated the drains.
Yeah.
We made it ADA compliant by getting the lift. We took out those steps that were a hazard, and so it's in pretty good shape. And we bought shades. We put shades in there with that TSET grant. We were able to put up shades. And we've taken them down for the winter, but so we feel like we have a good 3 to 5 years left on that, and so that would give, it would help us to be able to accumulate some of the money from the taxes as it goes on, and then we will be able to do something more. But they were all pretty much in agreement that that was a lot of money to put out right now.
Okay.
There's 2 or 3 of them that still, want to do that and want to look at possibly one of the things that came up was possibly an indoor, kind of like what Kingfisher has. Help me out, because I didn't remember all of these things, but that's kind of where we are.
Okay.
I have a question. So were these allocated funds or are they a projected budget?
No, there were funds that were
This is part of that 1 cent sales tax, right, or the 3/4 cent
well,
sales tax?
but we paid off a note and we received the dividends from that. I'm not sure what it's called, but we refinanced a note or paid off a note and we got money.
For the water treatment plant.
It was on a loan type of
Okay.
thing. So it was not designated for any particular
Gotcha.
thing.
Okay.
So they're wanting to use that for the splash pad
Part of
instead
it.
of the pool?
Part of it.
Okay, and
The
not
other
the
part of
sales
it-
tax that was increased? For the
Part
splash
of,
pad?
yeah, the sales tax will come into play here.
Okay,
But the sales tax was for CIP items, and these are all capital improvement items.
okay.
Excellent. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I just,
I explained that
I just needed clarification of whether there was allocated funds in right now, or is this something that was projected in the budget?
well.
'Cause I
No,
know-
we plan to get this done.
Okay,
this is-
excellent, thank you.
If we
Yes.
approve this, do we have any plans set or where?
No,
we're
not
putting
right
it or
now, we
anything?
don't. Right now, we don't. We just want you to, in fact,
This just makes a recommendation to the council to
yes,
consider.
yes. In fact, the council's already,
Okay,
this is coming a little after the fact to let you all know what's going on.
I see.
And it needs to be an existing city?
Well, an existing city park?
Yeah.
No, we would like to put it in an established area, but they're also saying city-owned property.
Well, I was wondering because there is a lack of park in that whole area kind of behind Family Dollar and,
That's not ours.
oh, okay.
Can't
Yeah,
have
I
that.
didn't, I was wondering about that land.
That's school land and we can't have it.
Okay, thank you, I was wondering.
We'd love to have it.
On Google Maps, it looks so nice.
Oh, we'd
So-
love to have that piece of property. But right now,
Do they have a plan? Do they have anything drawn up or anything?
well, you can, we've looked at splash pads, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, we've, Blue's got several quotes and
Right.
we'll want to make sure, any way we go about it, we're gonna have to bid it.
Yeah.
It will have to go to bid. It's not something we just up and buy. It has to go to bid.
Okay.
And then by that time, we'll know maybe a couple of areas, and when the people bid, they'll come and look at and see what would best fit in these areas.
Okay.
And that's how you do with anything. Like if any of this playground equipment is over our $25,000, it has to go to bid.
Yeah.
You don't just go out
Okay.
and buy things.
Okay.
It'll have to go to bid.
Thank you, that's
Yeah.
good to
So
know.
any issues that anyone might have in the future, because obviously like this seems like there's no designated, there's no specifics on this, it's just kind of approving a general splash pad, but if there is an issue in
It's
the
just a
future, we'd go
general
to
splash.
council, we'd go to
Yes.
city council and present our case if we had.
Well, let me tell you, before we go to bid, I'll give you all information
Okay.
on that. I'm not gonna just, I mean, you have a meeting every other month, so you'll be able to, and if I'm not here to give it to you, he will.
And you'll see what we're looking at.
So we'll get to review whatever.
Oh,
it is.
absolutely,
Yeah, you're gonna see what we're looking at.
absolutely.
If they choose to do it on the land where Banner School is, when is that expected to be gone?
Well, last night, I was told that we're just waiting on the court, or the judge or something, and as soon as that's in hand, I can move my guys, and it'll just be quick.
Okay,
Good. Something
Good.
gets done.
Yeah.
It'll be quick.
it needs to be
It
gone.
needs to be quick, it needs to be gone.
Yes, it does.
It's been there too long. So it will be quick.
Okay. Okay,
So,
yes,
just the addition of the splash pad is in one of the city-owned properties or parks.
yes,
That's-
so that's what's up for consideration, is there a motion to approve the addition of a splash pad in either a city park or a city-owned property?
I make a motion that we approve that.
There's a motion to approve it, do I hear a second?
I'll second that.
Alrighty, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. No one is opposed, passes unanimously.
Good to know.
Okay. Alright, on to the staff report.
Do you have anything, Blue, you want to add? I seem to have been doing all the talking tonight.
That's a good thing.
Sincerely.
Okay. No, I just been busy, working on the CIP stuff,
Yes.
getting quotes on everything, and Maxine gave me a big list.
Yeah,
It's been a big list.
it's been a big list. I will bring this up. One of the things that was asked of me yet last night was to get with the various ball associations and find out what they would like in the fields that we have now. We don't have a place right now that would work as a good place for a sports complex. So we're going to concentrate right now on just trying to enhance what we've got a little bit. And so Blue's going to get with the association presidents and see if there's something that we can do with some of this, because that's youth activities. And we need to do something to make it better. So that's another thing that we're looking at.
So when they talk about sports complex, are they talking baseball, basketball, soccer, or are they talking like Chickasha
Encompass all of
has
it.
and has 4 baseball fields?
No,
and the-
they're talking about encompassing, all of it.
Like the one at Chick-Shay right there by the turnpike when you're
Yeah.
going down there, and it's a,
It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
4
Yeah.
ball fields and
Yeah.
4 or 6. there
We
was a
just
lot of
don't
ball
have,
fields.
right now, we don't have a piece of property
Site.
that is
That big.
conducive to that.
a lot of months it's not being used as well.
Huh?
There's several months where there's nothing happening
Right,
there as
right.
well. That's a pretty big jump if we're gonna go that scale.
Yeah,
So,
but-
anything we can do to help the associations out now. that
Chick-Say's
we've got-
about twice our size too, so
Yeah.
we wouldn't have to go quite that extent, I wouldn't think. But I think it's a good idea.
I think so too,
Well, and it's a precursor to an all-city program as well. I mean,
yeah.
and that's something that I'm personally interested in is, I came from a community where we had all-city performing arts programs, drill teams, cheerleading, band, all of that.
How big a city?
Los Angeles.
There you go.
There's a
But
budget.
yeah, exactly.
Not
But
budget.
But I did start a program in a smaller well, 63,000, but but it is possible. And what I mentioned earlier about how all of these programs will feed into each other for our community if we start some kind of after-school youth program. And we get the different programs that already exist to feed into it. I mean, a sports program would be amazing. All cities, because we are an underserved population. I mean, if you look at all of the statistics, we are needing of community-based programs so that every kid can absolutely join in. Every kid could take a dance class and have a tutor, and that's how it should be, at least in my view. So, but there's funding for it, so.
Well, we don't even have a recreation department, so.
Exactly, so, but you can run those programs through, pretty easily, so, through existing already, city programs, so.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna count on you to find me some grants then.
I am gonna find you so many grants, you have no idea.
Well, all right, does anyone else have anything that they would like to throw in the mix? Any reports or updates or?
Did the gentleman that visited about the fish, adding fish, has he done anything more?
He won't until the spring.
Okay, I thought we were gonna clear some brush or something this fall. I was kept on waiting, going, I wanna go out there and watch.
Well, if we do any clearing of the brush, it'll be as we have
Okay,
a time to do it.
cause he said something about where the babies said that they have a place to hide or something. That's what I
He's talking about
remember.
Oh, he's talking about
Submerging
him
brush
doing it.
piles,
Yeah.
which that won't be until.
No, that'll
February
be-
as well,
Yeah, that'll all be, yeah.
It's gonna be probably a 2-3 year process.
Yeah,
to
it's a
even begin to
process.
implement that,
I
so.
just
But
wanna
he
make sure I
was-
hadn't missed anything.
Although, well, he told me he was gonna do some shocking this fall, but he didn't.
That's
he
what I-
didn't
that's the
get it
shocking is what I was
done,
thinking.
so-
Yeah, I knew there was gonna be something.
I
And then
don't-
they can't, based on that, they base their populations, what they're gonna stock, and then that doesn't happen till the year after that, so it's already 2 year and a half right there.
But anyway,
before
he
they start
has,
stocking.
he's so helpful to me in getting this grant done, and I'm really anxious to get it done.
Very good.
Yeah, and the
Get
pavement
'em.
out there too, that's gonna be great, paving the road, I think. is
Oh, yeah,
fantastic.
if that can happen, I'm working on
Well,
it.
thank you all so much for doing all that. Okay, well, I guess
That's all?
that's
That's
all we
it.
have, so the meeting is adjourned at 7:05.